evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Formula Costco. We are here for race 2 of Season 8 under the lights in Jeddah for the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. Off the back of an exciting race in Australia to open Season 8, we come to one of the most action-packed tracks on the entire schedule, and we're ready for some qualifying here in Jeddah to start it off. I am Norman Xbox with you as always, joined by Mr. BB and Potato. Potato, what are you looking for in the session and in the race tonight?
Yeah, I'm excited for this one. A 27 turn course here in Jeddah. Haven't been here in 2 seasons, so excited to get back here. It was a very thrilling finish last time we went here, so that'll be um, something to look out for. But I think the finish is going to be a bit more spread out this time. I think this kind of track kind of bodes for that. Just we happened to have a really good battle at the end last time. But yeah, we'll see.
Have some shake up on the grid tonight. We have Boyled here. I believe I want to say he raced at the beginning of last season, but it's been a while since we've seen him. So he is in the Mercedes tonight. I'm not sure if Josh is racing or not. Um, but if not, if he is, then he will have a teammate in the Mercedes. And also, we, for the first time, have both Racing Bulls. Chris will be joining. Aiden is making his first start of the season, so Eli will be racing the Aston Martin in place of Callie, who is not here tonight. But other than that, familiar faces, which are still in kind of new places as we get used to the new teams and driver lineup, but that will come with time, of course. And speaking of time, it's time for people to start their laps. We have, actually, Boyle's coming back in. Thought he was going to do a lap on intermediates, as we have a few guys doing that. But Eli looks like he's going to be the first one to take the green for a timed lap here.
Eli barely finished inside the points last week.
He did. It was a very up and down race for a lot of those guys that were fighting for the last couple of points, as it took many different turns, but Eli was able to come home with a P10 last week. Just ahead of the guy he's subbing for, Callie, tonight, to get that 1 point in the championship. Behind him, you got Cole and Slurp on intermediates. You have Banjo on a lap, Garrison on a lap. Garrison looking to have a better qualifying session than he did in Australia, where he started 14th and then was last by the end of Sector 1. Was able to still have a amazing recovery to finish 5th last week, so not a lot of points loss, but he definitely thinks it could have been better if qualifying would have went his way. His teammate Banjo was your winner last week after Cole crossed the line first, but got a time penalty. So Banjo and Garrison, the Williams duo, lead the Constructors' title through 1 week, as Banjo obviously leads the Drivers' Championship after his win, and will go for his second pole in a row. His teammate Garrison goes to the top of the 129.27. See if Banjo can knock his teammate off of provisional pole, and he will, fairly easily with a 1 second gap there. There's Aaron in the wall in turn 1. Not the start to his lap that he was looking for.
Joey out here on a hot lap. I had an interesting first week, a lot with different tire strategy and all that and issues. Still ended up finishing P7 and trying to improve on that. And solid for how that day could have gone. It could have been a lot worse out in Australia, but now trying to make up for that. Trying to get Red Bull maybe fighting for a constructor's title, I think, though. Williams has to be the favorite.
Absolutely.
And maybe some concern in the McLaren camp after a P16 for Cheesy. I mean, something happened midway through. I think he had some type of issue, and then he just dropped like a rock, and it was worse from there. Hey, I mean, similar kind of street course style of track under the lights was Las Vegas, where he almost won in the
Joey to
All-Star
P2.
race. Yep, Joey to P2.
While that was happening, we had Chan go to 4th, we had Logan go to 6th, Aaron 7th. Now we have JB on a lap, and his teammate Bama as well. Bama actually ahead of him. Getting some toe off of, this is an Alpine in front of him. There's Logan on an in-lap. Bama will try to motor by him and get the best time he can on the board, and it'll go to P2 just ahead of Joey. See what JB's teammate can do as he comes through the final corner, but JB, going very slowly, has backed out of his lap. DeMeo on an outlap. Mayo with a P6 finished open the season last week. It's about where he ran all of last season. As we saw him step down a little from his championship winning season a couple of seasons ago, looking to break back into that top 3 where he was very prominent in the earlier seasons of Formula Costco. See what he can do here on his first flying lap. Hops the curves in Sector 1. Also have Aiden on the lap on his first start of the season. Has to dodge. I believe that was the Haas of JB who made contact with the wall. Jeddah, one of those tracks where it's really easy to make mistakes with how fast you go around this place.
DeMeo coming up to finish his lap.
Aiden to P8, 130.84 for the Racing Bull. And DeMeo will come to the line and go to 6th, where he finished last week, 129.86 for him.
I finished P2 here in the last race. Didn't want to include him back-to-back weeks in the potatoes picks, but I just want to mention him now at least, yeah, because that's going to be interesting. The P2 maybe came from partial, it almost won it. It was very close to winning it last time we went here. So we'll see if he can make up for that, but partially the reason for that was the controversy between Slurp and Cole. The Mayo's gone through a lot, though, since that last 2 seasons ago at Jeddah. Got a suspension, some great finishes along the way, but now back in the Ferrari with his teammate Aaron.
Slurp retires. I don't think that was on purpose.
Well, he's on the track.
Slurp crashed in Sector 1. Yeah. So Slurp is going to be starting 12th at best, but I mean, his time is not good at all. It was an intermediate time. He's going to be at the very back. Wow. That is...
Well,
I'm not sure what happened there.
we saw Garrison
Need to
go through the
invite
field last
Josh.
week. See if he can
Yeah,
do the
Slurp's
same.
gonna have to do that today.
Bit of a lighter field though, but maybe you could
Well, we do
argue a
have
tougher
Josh and
track.
Skinny joining, so we'll have 17.
Yeah, we could argue a tougher track to maybe pass. I
Yeah,
don't know.
definitely.
Well, now that we have, I guess Cole is on a lap, so I guess we can
He is coming
wait
to
for
the
that
end of
to
his
end.
lap, though. Needs a 128.26. Is he gonna get it? Just misses at 128.43.
And then
Cole
JB,
to P2.
the P9. Andrew's also on a lap here.
Slurp in the chat said I suck.
Well,
And Banjo improves on his lap to a 127.91.
yeah, so our defending
Makes that
winner
gap half a second.
going to be starting in the back, at least near the back. I don't know where he's going to be compared to the guys that are going to be joining late, but yeah, so that's going to be interesting.
Both Williams guys out here trying to improve on their laps. Banjo went from P1 to P1. Now Garrison is currently in 5th. And smacks the wall there on exit.
Here comes Josh. He just joined in. We'll see when he'll put a lap down.
Should have time to get a lap down if he wants to. Here comes Garrison out of the final corner. And 128.73 for Garrison moves him up to 3rd. Still 5 minutes to go. Eli here improving. Coming to the end of his second flying lap. Goes from 8th to 7th. Improves by half a second or so. Passes DeMeo. Logan here on a lap. We have Cheesy on a lap as well. Cheesy had a very rough
it's the wall
night
there.
in Australia last week.
Up to P6.
Good run there for Cheesy to start off the session. Have Chris on an out lap. Got about 4 minutes. Potato, you want to go ahead and knock out Potato's picks?
Yeah, real quick here before we get the final runs in maybe from these guys. So, yeah, as usual, two things. Going back to two things about the track, one thing about a driver. The driver I'm going to talk about here today is got to be Cole. He was fighting for the win last time we were here 2 seasons ago in Season 6. Definitely lost it in a way he wasn't happy with contact from Slurp, and now he's going to have a chance to get redemption for not just last time we were here, but also last week.
Logan, goodness, that was a hard wreck in the pit road. Sorry to interrupt.
As he also crossed the line first last week and didn't win it. So this time he'll have a chance to get it clean and get a good win without having it again taken away from him. And then about the track, the first thing you got to start out with is turn 1. You have a DRS zone before that. And then it goes into a very sharp left-right, and you can definitely see some contact, some guys locking up the brakes, getting in other people. And then also the final DRS zone, it technically turns 25 and 26, but it's really just a left-hand kink. The long DRS zone into that left-hander turn 27 can really be interesting once you come to the final laps and maybe you see some guys make some dive bombs into those corners. So yeah,
All right, thank you, Potato, for second edition of Potato's Picks. As we see Chris go to ninth, he crosses the line with a 1:29.58. Should see the track get very busy here. Chris is going to retire after that lap. See what Joey can do. He does not improve, actually. 4.5
left a
tenths
ton of
slower
battery
than
on
his
the
first
table.
lap. And yeah, a lot of ERS on the table. Aiden here on a lap, I believe. Nope, he's going very slowly. 2 minutes to go.
Both the Ferraris looking to get better laps here. 11th and 14th is not going to be preferred for them. Looks like maybe despite Aaron being a lap ahead of DeMeo, they're both going to run a hot lap at the same time. I don't know. DeMeo's kind of backing out here. Can't tell how much time's left because of the caution symbols.
I think we have about a minute and a half, I want to say.
Oh yeah, look at this. The Ferraris are helping each other here, maybe.
Yeah, look at this. So Aaron gives DeMeo some toe down the front stretch, then gets out of the way as DeMeo goes on his flying lap. There you see him. They pass the McLaren of Cheesy, who's just coming out of the pits. I'm not sure if there's going to be enough time. There's only a minute left. Cheesy is not going to make it to start his final lap.
Aaron really kind of shooting himself in the foot because he had to get out of the way for that, and this is his lap now.
DeMeo really wide there. As Josh and Boyle will not set laps, it looks like. And
Aiden's gonna get
not
one
sure
in.
if Skinny's going to be able to make it in.
Oh, but he hopped the curb.
Skinny having trouble connecting to his online services, so it looks like he will not be here tonight, unfortunately. Following DeMeo's lap, we also have Cole and Bama on laps. We'll go check on them. Cole, half a second of improvement through Sector 1. Good start to his lap. Banjo just starting his final flying lap as we have 15 seconds to go. JB and Cheesy trying to make it back. JB looks like will make it back. Cheesy will not make it. Cole 7 tenths up through the first 2 sectors.
Oh, who's Chan? Guess he gave up on that one.
Checkered flag has now fallen.
DeMeo up to P4.
DeMeo to 4th, 120.75. Let's see how that stands out.
Well, Aaron's not even going to get
Here
another
comes
lap
Cole
on.
off the final corner. It's been a good lap for him. Can he knock Banjo off a provisional pole? And he misses it by 4/100ths of a second. So Cole will start second for the moment. We still have Garrison on a lap. We still have Banjo trying to improve his lap, and he is improving. We have Bama on a lap as well. Bama's half a second up in his time. We have Eli, JB.
Oh, Banjo it's over for him.
He hit the wall?
Yeah, hit the wall. It had a crazy line after. I don't think that was intentional. I'll have to see what the split is.
Banjo is in Sector 3.
Oh, I guess
Garrison improving as well. That's Bama up to 3rd. Eli jumps to P6. Here comes Garrison. Just lost P3.
Never mind.
Banjo still improves.
I was wrong.
127.89. Can Garrison beat it? He cannot. 128.31.
He hit the wall.
And unless JB pulls one out of nowhere here, it's going to be pole for Banjo for the second week in a row. JB will cross the line, and we'll see where he ended up.
Nowhere.
Ends up in P12. Skinny's
he was already in there. So.
Skinny joins the lobby. I'm not sure if he has I don't think he's going to be able to make it in for the race. But that'll do it. Banjo wins pole by 61 thousandths over Cole.
Hit the wall, went on the other side of the curb in one of the corners there. But still kept it good enough to get the pole. But it was pretty close. I think he would have been more comfy if he didn't have that happen.
So, Banjo wins the second pole of the season in the only second race of the season. Cole second, Garrison, Bama, DeMeo. Then you have Eli, nice qualifying session for him. Joey, Cheesy, Aiden, Chan, your top 10. Chris, JB, Logan, Aaron, Slurp P15. Have to watch from him as he tries to go through the field, and then Josh and Boyle didn't set laps. We'll see if Skinny is able to make it onto the grid. I'm not sure. About to get underway here in Jeddah for race 2 of the season. Banjo pole last week, the win last week. Pole tonight. Can he win tonight? And can Williams extend their Constructors' Championship lead starting P1 and P3? We're about to find out. 5 lights are on. The lights are out. Under the lights in Jeddah. We are underway for race 2 of the season. Banjo with another nice start just like last week. He takes the advantage over Colin in turn 1. We have 3 wide with the 2 Astons and Aiden back here for 8th as there's some contact and guys ghosting. There's a lot of ghosting going on back here. 3 wide between Slurp, Chris, and JB. That all gets sorted out as Banjo pulls away with the lead. Slurp up 3 spots through the first couple of turns. Good start for him, exactly what he needed. Still a long way to go, though. Cheesy with a nice start. He jumps 2 spots to 6th and goes way through the turn. That is not the track. But nevertheless, a good start for him. DeMeo jumped Bama for 4th on lap number 1. As the field starts to get organized, Aiden and Eli, this is right. Eli not having the start he wanted. He is now down 3 spots. Aiden trying to go on the outside and gets that move done for 8th. Now here comes Eli's teammate for the night in Shan. Shan trying to go on the outside. Eli trying to block. There's some contact between the 2 Astons.
Made his own room.
Shan trying to hold around the outside. He will get the move done for 9th. So Eli, 6th to 10th in 2 sectors here.
Harrison and Cole here.
Cole for 2nd, trying to hold off the Williams of Garrison. He will do so. Here comes Bama, big dive on DeMeo, not able to get to the inside into the final corner. Oh, DeMeo! That was a big loose moment for the Ferrari. And now Bama's right on his tail. Bama, is he close enough to get a move done in turn 1? Not quite.
Slurp up 4 spots through one lap. P11.
Eli all the way back to 12th now. Slurp is 11th on the medium tires to start the race. Top 3 have already distanced themselves by almost 2 seconds to DeMeo on back. Then you have Ferrari bookending a DRS train from 4th to 15th right now. Slurp a part of this in 11th. Trying to get into the points, closing on Chris for 10th. And now, looks like Garrison might have made a mistake. He is way behind Cole and Banjo. Cole actually flying up with DRS, may make a move for the lead here. Not quite to the inside of the Williams, but goes wide on exit and loses quite a bit of time. Garrison is able to get back within 1 second of Cole, but having to use a lot of battery to do so. Here comes Bama, fourth place on the outside of the Ferrari of DeMeo into the last corner. DeMeo holds him off. Bama still right there. Will have DRS once again down the front straightaway. Cole will have DRS as well. Banjo blocks low. Does Cole go low into it? Anyway, he does. Side by side for the lead, and Cole into turn 1 takes it for the first time. It goes wide. Banjo looking for the crossover. Will he get it? Nice run off the corner for the Williams. Is he there? He is there on the outside. They're still side by side. Cole does eventually clear. Banjo looking. Oh, there's some contact. Banjo runs into the back of Cole there, I believe. Don't believe there's any damage to the front wing of the Williams, but that was definitely something he didn't want this early in the day. Only on lap 3, wing damage for Banjo would be catastrophic. So moving back in the pack, Aiden goes around Joey for 7th. And now here comes Chan trying to make a move as well. Chan going for the 2-for-1, gonna get to the inside of Aiden, not quite. But he does clear Joey for 8th. That battling between the top two has brought Garrison back into the picture. Bama was able to clear DeMeo for 4th.
Joey's slipping here. It hit the wall a couple times. Bama made a great move on DeMeo up into 4th.
He did.
And now kind of separated out a bit.
Chance on the move, closing for 7th, and right in front of them you have Cheesy. Aiden looking for a move here on the McLaren, possibly. So he makes a run towards the final corner. Thought about it, but no move. Gets a pretty good exit, though. Still going to be right there on exit. As Garrison passes his teammate Banjo for P2 going into turn 1.
3-car battle for the lead.
Behind them, Aiden is not able to get by Cheesy. But now here comes Chris on Joey for 9th around the outside. And Joey, oh, there's a time penalty for Logan down at 14th, but Joey looked like he had the spot, but had to lift on exit there, and that allows Chris to go into 9th. Joey down
and
3
Slurp
spots
is
now
there
from where he
now,
started, now under pressure from Slurp.
He got 4 spots in the first lap and has been stagnant since.
But his teammate Joey is struggling right now, as you can see on the onboard, but Slurp has to lift there on the exit of the corner going wide.
That's not good.
And Slurp looking to the inside, Joey going to let him by right here, so Slurp is up to 10th. And Joey, after a strong run last week, does not have the pace he wants right now in the early stages of this race tonight at Jeddah. There's a time penalty for Chan as he went way to the inside of that corner. Saw that one coming. Aiden once again closing on Cheesy for 6th. Cheesy going wide there. This opens up the door for Aiden all over the back of the McLaren. There he goes to the outside. Didn't even need DRS, but has it anyway. Aiden up to 6th, and now Chan is closing as well. Chan completely out of battery, but Cheesy has no DRS to the inside. Into the final corner they go. Chan trying to clear the McLaren, and he will, so Cheesy down another spot back to where he started in 8th place. No moves at the front into turn 1. Here comes Chris as well, so Cheesy going to lose 3 spots in the span of a couple of straightaways there. Now Slurp pressures him for 9th. Boyd and Josh battling for 16th and 17th. Boyd makes the pass there. Eli all the way P13 after starting in 6th.
There goes Josh's front wing. Or part of it, at least, is just a wing.
Trying to see if Eli has damage. No damage for Eli, just had a rough start. Still have a big DRS train going on all the way down from Chris to Eli in 13th, as there's somebody cutting the corner again.
That was lag. Okay. Chris is lagging, and I thought he just slammed into the wall.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, yeah, he is lagging for me, too. I see it.
Might be okay. Oh, but behind him, Slurp is really hounding Cheesy. And for second, teammates again. The top 3 are so close to each other.
Banjo looks like he got second back from Garrison. There goes Slurp around Cheesy for 9th. Cheesy trying to fight back on the inside. In front of them, you have Chan and Chris going at it. Oh! Cheesy and Slurp might have made some contact there. Slurp went really wide. Able to get the position
the lead,
anyway.
It almost got close there.
Top 3, still battling hard. They're well gone from DeMeo, who got 4th place back from Bama. You have Aiden that's with these guys now. He has pulled away from that battle he was a part of before, which is led by his teammate Chris. You have Chan, Slurp, Cheesy, Joey, JB, Eli, all a part of this DRS train. Oh, someone hit the wall. That might have been Chris. Might have been the lag, though. There you see all the cars involved in this DRS train from 7th down to 13th. Up front, still Cole carrying the 2 Williams along.
I think he's fine.
Bama will have a chance to take the position if he wants it. Gonna activate ERS and go around the outside of the Ferrari. Still gonna be side by side.
Great defense.
And DeMeo defends. Here comes Aiden on Bama now. That's gonna open the door. But they're both gonna have DRS off DeMeo, who doesn't. We could see 3 wide. No, Aiden backs out. Bama gets 4th. Now here comes Aiden trying to do the same. DeMeo blocks him though. Blocks the top. Aiden looks for the crossover. Not going to be there. Now DeMeo has DRS to re-challenge Bama if he wants to. Bama's into the pits here. Lap 7 on the medium tires, Bama's coming in. So the first pit stop we're seeing, we haven't even looked at the tires yet.
Slurp gets another spot.
The entire field, besides JB and Aaron, started on mediums, and Bama going to another set of mediums, committing early to his 2-stopper here. And he should have clean track to try to make some time. Perhaps not the worst strategy in the world. Very impressive, I have to say, for Aiden. He has gained 4 spots while starting on hard tires compared to everyone else on mediums. And once again, Colin Manjo trying to pull away from from Garrison, as that's Chan's second time penalty of the race, only on lap 7. Aiden and DeMeo resume the 4th place battle without Bama, who just pitted. Aiden seeming to have pretty solid pace on these hard tires. Slurp is now P7, up 8 spots from his 15th place starting spot. Ooh's Chris in front of them hits the wall, or maybe it's lag, I'm not sure.
I think he actually hit the wall that time, because there's a big closing rate.
Up front, Banjo in position to challenge Cole. Garrison has lost DRS off the top 2. Let's see if he can get it back. As Slurp and Chris go at it. That's Slurp by there's Cole into the pits early. So a lot of guys committing to 2 stops early in the race. So Cole pitting from the lead there. Joey is in as well. So now that leaves the 2 Williams to lead the field. Cole goes on to hards. Joey does the same. So they could potentially try to 1-stop it or be committing to a 2-stop early. Tire wear must be pretty severe to see guys pitting.
Slurp has an incredible amount of pace.
Already.
He is going to be probably 4th on track once this cycles out, but it depends on what the strategy... Oh,
Caution,
and Bama!
Bama's out of the race! Bama's crashed! Bama's crashed in turn 1. Logan is around as well. You see Bama's car backwards and destroyed. What happened to the Haas driver? He had just made a pit stop, was running super well. And is that I imagine that has to be a full car safety car.
That damage to Josh already happened, but I think, but something there between...
Oh my.
Logan and...
Yeah, full car safety car is out, and that is a terrible break for Cole. Obviously a terrible break for Bama as well. Cole and Joey, who had just pitted. That is an awful break for them.
I think probably a situation you have to guess of Bama coming out of the pit road, a faster car, catching up to maybe Logan, who was on the 7-lap-old mediums, had some contact, and then trying to pass, and they wrecked. I guess we'll have probably a video eventually.
In the pits, as they are talking about it in the chat. Logan says, you sent me and my wing was broken. Bama says, you clipped me straight into the wall. Logan says, I couldn't turn. As we'll see everybody come in here. I don't think this is what Aiden wanted to see. He was making great ground up on those hard tires. And this is probably going to commit everybody to a 2-stop, I want to say. Banjo and Garrison both go to hards. DeMeo to hards, Aiden to mediums, Slurp to hards. And we'll see how far Cole is able to get at the running order here. And it's going to be only 7th place. So Cole, who was the leader, will now have serious work to do. He's now behind Slurp, who started 15th as a result of that. And Aaron stayed out under the safety car period. I believe he and Josh are the only two that have not made a pit stop. And we'll have to see. Probably the only one that we know for sure is going to have to make a pit stop, that just did is Aiden. I doubt mediums go 16 laps, especially if guys were pitting on lap 8 or 9.
I don't know. We'll see. I mean, if you're looking for a guy to try it, it might be P1 right now. One of the best drives we've seen of tire wear at Silverstone. So we'll see if Banjo maybe goes to the end on this. But who knows? I mean, it was a different game last time, wasn't it? Was it F124 last time we were here? Am I wrong?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I mean, there's really no way to know.
And I'm not going to go this time, it looks like. The field is pretty formed up already, so should be decently short safety car. A lot of guys are talking about that incident in the chat. Colt says these Williams guys are so lucky. Eli says, when I try to race people on new tires with a broken wing. Banjo says, Bama, your check is in the mail.
Yeah, that's huge for the
And Logan and Bama clearly not happy with each other after that accident. So, Bama on new tires, Logan on old tires with a broken wing. And Logan says he was going to let him by, but didn't even get the chance to, as Bama apparently made contact with him, and they both crashed.
Yeah, so it did seem like it was a faster car catching up to a slower car. And this time, I guess, also with damage, and it's just hard to pass here.
Yeah, absolutely. Terrible break for Bama. He was having another great day after... He's had a very nice start to the season, was fast in the exhibition, finished 4th last week in Australia, and unfortunately finished P17 tonight.
How about this? Big movers so far. Aiden up with a different type of strategy, starting tire. He's up 5 spots from 9th into 4th. Obviously, Slurp started P15. He's up into 5th. Aaron is up 8 spots. That's because of strategy. Cole, obviously, because of the wrong side of the strategy, is down 5 to 7th. When you see Cheesy and Joey falling outside of the points, as well as Eli from the start. And Josh doing solid, up into 13th, up 3 spots.
Aaron and Josh, the only 2 drivers that have not made a pit stop today.
Oh, okay, well, that might not help them.
Have to see how that affects them on the restart. We should be going back green this time by. Yep, there it is. So Banjo, Garrison, DeMayo will be your top 3 on the restart. Then you have Aiden and Slurp. Then Aaron, Cole, Chan, JB, Chris. Have to see how Cole recovers after leading before the safety car came out. Will now have some work to do to get back up to where he was before. Let's see what kind of start Banjo gets here on his teammate. Still waiting, still waiting, still waiting. Banjo going really late, and it worked like a charm as he flies away from Garrison 0.6 of a second. Slurp got a jump on the start on Aiden there, but has to give it back. I believe he got an illegal overtake there, but lifted for a minute now. Going back around the outside of Aiden, and we'll get the move done. There you see Cole trying to go around Aaron, but that did not work for now. But here comes Cole. He still gets the move done anyway. Aaron trying to play defense on these very much older tires.
That's Joey. You had some contact. I think they got it sorted.
Joey around Cheesy for P11. Joey has damage. No right end plate for the Red Bull.
Somebody else had a winglet go flying. I'm trying to see who it was.
And JB with a 10-second penalty for
JB.
corner cutting and gaining a position.
He had some damage on the restart.
As he tries to pass Aaron. But that is going to very much hinder his race. And Banjo could break DRS off his teammate here. Cole in 6th. Trying to go right in for 5th, but it's going to be tough sledding to get these spots back. All these guys up here are very quick.
Banjo with the classic check him up and go, and it worked out pretty well, but now Garrison closing back in on him.
Chris around Chan. That is for 7th. As Joey passes Aaron for 10th.
Yeah, so Chan and JB big time
Garrison
penalties.
closing back in. DeMeo does not have DRS off the top 2. He lost that pretty quickly. Slurp just behind him, with Slurp only 13% battery. Did some major pushing on the first lap of the restart. Logan is into the pits, presumably with damage. Josh also made a pit stop.
Yeah, he did that on the restart.
Interesting.
Yeah, he had 2 laps to do it before that. I guess maybe it was a situation where he's catching up, and by the time he was there, they were about to start. Either way, it got him out of a possible incident, because right around there was where, that's Aaron getting past, was where some contact happened.
The staying out strategy has not worked very well for him. He's back down to where he was before that. In front of them, Eli and Cheesy going at it for this is 12th place. Cheesy was involved in that restart skirmish with Joey, which resulted in Joey getting damage. And Cheesy with some damage as well. He has no left end plate on his car. Boiled up to P11. Has a shot at some points here if some things go his way, which would be nice.
On Aiden right now.
And there goes Cole around the Racing Bull for 5th.
That's Slurp there.
Thought about going for Slurp as well. These two should both have a pretty good shot to get around DeMeo. Slurp using battery. DeMeo is sitting duck there as Cole takes fastest lap. Can he go?
Aiden.
Oh, Aiden tries to go around the inside. There was almost 3 wide. Aiden wisely backs out of it. That would have been
good.
Terrible for all parties involved. Cole takes P4 away.
One of the times you just make a business decision and decide to back out of that.
Very smart move there from Aiden. That would have been probably race-ending contact for at least one of them, and that is Chan's 3rd time penalty in the race. He now has 9 seconds of corner cutting penalties.
Keeps getting corner cutting. Mayo went wide.
So moved to Mayo to 6th, and now here comes Chris for 6th on the inside. Chris on the medium tires. Have to mention, as Aaron gets a time penalty, Chris and Aiden, the only ones in the top 10 that are on the medium tires. The rest of the field on the hards. So both Racing Bulls will be likely making another pit stop in this race. Garrison has closed back up to Banjo as they pull away from Slurp, who was now all the way up to 3rd after his qualifying crash, where it was looking pretty grim. Now has recovered. And Garrison closes in all the way to 1/10 of a second as DeMeo goes back around Chris, that is for 6th. Does not have DRS though. Chris could look to make the move back around him as Chan is out of the race. As he...
I just put it on pit road? Yeah, wait, maybe. Well, that's Eli, his teammate, who's also coming down pit road, coincidentally.
Race is still green, so Chan looks like he parked it in the pits. Saw that coming after he got 9 seconds of time penalties.
This time he's not going to get anybody mad by causing a safety car. Yeah, he just puts it down the pit road. His teammate, though, Eli, also came down and didn't leave the race.
So Eli goes on to hards. That should put him well in position to make it to the end of the race. Still watching the battle for the lead, but Slurp is closing on these two. Down to 1.3 back of Banjo, which will get him into the top 2's DRS. We are definitely going to have a race on our hands pretty soon.
Slurp has fought and clawed his way for this whole race, trying to get to these 2 Blue Williams cars, and he's finally...
Slurp defending Jeddah winner, right?
Yeah.
Said that before, as there goes Banjo for the lead on Garrison. Takes it back away.
The difference between
But
this
Slurp is right there,
right there,
1.1 out of DRS. Cole also using a lot of battery, could go around Slurp here for third. He will make the move and take the position. Gotta believe Slurp and Cole trying to work together here. Maybe not. Slurp trying to go for the crossover, but not gonna be there. Have to think they're trying to work together to get into Banjo and Garrison's DRS. Aaron is into the pits for the first time tonight. That means every driver has now made a pit stop. Aaron to mediums. And he will probably rejoin in 15th. And Garrison out of DRS.
Well, he could have been, and he didn't use as much battery as Banjo did.
It's kind of a game, it's kind of an ERS game right now. Garrison just barely hanging on to it, having to use a lot of battery to keep in it this time. Still has plenty more than Banjo. Cole not able to make up ground on this lap to the top two.
That pass that he made really hurt them. Him and Slurp getting in the range of the Williams.
Still plenty of time, coming to 10 laps to go.
How about Aiden still hanging in there? He was gonna make
Doing
it
very nicely.
Nope, not quite.
Thought about a move, but as we documented, it's going to be pretty tough for him to make it to the end as well as Chris, his teammate. Aiden uses all of his ERS.
JB almost just ran over Joey for P8.
From A10 back?
Yeah, he got really close and went flying past. He's trying to get back there, though.
I have to mention Joey is still 8th, but despite having...
Yeah.
I was going to say...
That could be part of the reason.
Still has major wing damage.
He's probably slower in the corners.
Boyoto's now into the points as a result of the Chan DNF. He is 1.1 ahead of Cheesy DeMeo, a time penalty for the Ferrari. So another 3 seconds given out. Been a lot of those tonight so far. And I have to mention JB still has that 10-second penalty from earlier to contend with.
Yeah, Boyle's doing a great job coming back to the series, running inside the points right now. And
battle for 4th, Aiden almost got beside Slurp, but Slurp shut the door. And Cole is pulling away from these two, but has not been able to make a winning ground.
Surprise Slurp
on the Williams tandem.
Fell back from him. He's trying to get back though.
Aaron and Logan are battling for 13th.
Aaron made a pit stop.
Yep, just did a few laps ago. And Chris is into the pits. We knew he probably could not make it to the end, so he will probably put on another set of mediums here, would be my guess. And nope, to hards he goes to the end of the race. So Chris will rejoin in 10th as Cheesy's in as well here. Cheesy will get a new front wing and some medium tires.
Of the incident he had. Oh!
Chris rejoins just behind Boyled.
He got tagged from behind by
get that spot.
Logan, I think, in that incident for Bama.
I'll have to watch the clip.
Yeah, he had already basically gotten past him.
Garrison must have made a mistake because Cole is now in his DRS and Garrison's well back of Banjo.
Well, to be fair, he was hanging around a couple of times, just right outside of there. I think
Cole must have just gotten in there.
I
don't think happened, I think.
Even with that, he wasn't doing a great job, I think, of using his ERS and staying in the DRS of his teammate at the right time.
So now that opens the door for Cole and Slurp. Aiden has now lost touch with these two.
I mean, this could put everybody in the battle.
And we'll likely see, here comes Aiden down to the pits.
Yeah, good timing.
just lost DRS. That is the good time for it as Cole goes right to the rear wing of Garrison, almost makes contact. And Banjo is now pieced out from these guys.
Yeah, these Cole and Slurp really want to get to Banjo. They're trying to get past Garrison right now.
They need to make quick work of Garrison.
I don't know if Slurp is going to be able to, though.
But Banjo now 2 seconds is the gap.
He's really checked out.
And still a 60% battery, or that's the 35% battery. That was Garrison's battery, excuse me there, but still, he got away and really pulled away.
Aiden with clean air in those brand new mediums right now in P8, but that might be effectively P9, or P7 rather, because JV in front of him with 10-second.
Yeah, I have to imagine he'll probably catch Joey as well on those old tires and a broken wing.
Doing a great job with it, by the way, though. I mean,
absolutely is.
You wouldn't think it. He's now, I mean, pulled away from.
We'll have to see if these guys can make it to the end on these tires. Cole is in position to challenge. Got loose there on exit, though. Garrison trying to break the toe here. This could be Cole's move for second. Does he have enough to get there? Trying to use all the battery down to 7%. Does he have enough? He does not have enough to get the move into turn 1.
Might open the door for Slurp, though, with the battery advantage. I just don't know if he's close enough, though.
JB's into the pits. So he will likely serve that 10-second penalty here and go to a new set of tires to the end.
Garrison went a bit wide.
And
that's still not going to change, though.
Boyled is in the pits as well. He gets new mediums. JD serves the time penalty and gets mediums. That'll put Aaron back up in the 10th. So a lot of the back guys are pitting for mediums to the end here decently early. We'll see if the front runners can make it. Banjo now has a 3.1 second gap to Garrison. He continues to pull away. As Cole, once again, just is so close but cannot get there with a move. Slurp now with a run. Could he pass Cole? Looks like he's not going to try to. Could this be Cole's move finally? And nope. Well, but he'll try to get a good exit off the final corner.
Oh.
No, once again he gets loose. Just like last lap. Slurp right there on Cole. Does not make the move. Does Cole have enough to get Garrison into turn 1? Garrison blocks. Oh, there's contact! Cole gets pushed off the track by Garrison. There's more contact, and Cole gets a time penalty. Garrison has damage. That was not pretty at all. Garrison blocked low. Cole went high, and there was contact into turn 1.
And how about Slurp?
Move Slurp to second.
P2. What a recovery.
After starting P15, now Garrison has damage. Cole has a time penalty and damage. No, Cole doesn't have damage somehow.
I don't know how. I mean, he just slammed right into Garrison there. I wonder if there'll be any further kind of...
Definitely going to be some conversation about that after the race.
But, I mean, even if he gets a qualifying...
Oh, Cole almost spins it out there on the exit.
Even if he gets a qualifying ban, I mean, Slurp basically had that this week, and he's up in P2. But, yeah, not good for those two.
Cole maybe has damage that we can't see because he's struggling in a big way right now.
It was last week, I think, was it Logan who said he had underbody damage for half the race or something
Yeah,
like
that could have been the case because they made hard contact and Cole jumped, I think, both curbs.
This is interesting, though. I mean, I think Garrison will be okay, but what is he?
He should be able to hold on to P3.
Yeah, DeMeo has...
But now if you're Cole, you probably say... I mean, maybe he comes down and pits here. I mean, I don't know. Not going to be the case. Just going to try to ride it out for P4. So a 4-second gap over DeMeo. And then Aiden on the new mediums is 7 seconds back of DeMeo.
Yeah, Aiden would have to make up, what, 13 seconds on Garrison. I don't think he's going to lose that much time with the broken
Joey into the
end
pits
plate.
as Chris goes to 7th. Joey with that broken wing and old hard tires is going to go to softs here, but does not change the
Going
front
for the
wing.
fastest lap, second straight week. Yeah, well,
Yeah, I got it
again,
last week.
it might be hard when you don't have a winglet there. DeMayo has had a really quiet final run here. Just run by himself the whole time. In P5. Tell you what, this fight for a podium might not be over. Still there.
DeMayo not able to make any ground on Cole, but here comes Cole, who has caught Garrison. These two go side by side.
Maybe Cole's just a bit flustered from the incident. Maybe his car's completely fine.
It looks like it.
That was...
And Garrison goes behind him. Thought there was going to be some more contact there for a minute, but Cole gets up into P3. Now has to pull a 3-second gap if he wants to keep the podium.
After all this, I think we're going to have another Banjo Slurp Cole podium. Actually, no, Cole's the penalty.
It looks like it. Yeah, but Garrison has wing damage. He's pulling away quickly.
Yeah.
So they should be able to make that 3-second gap. And Slurp is closing on Banjo. He's got the gap to 2.4. Slurp has a chance at this. Gonna have to do a lot of work. Coming to 3 laps to go, but it is not over quite yet. Slurp likely needs a Banjo mistake or two. And the gap from Cole to Garrison is already 2.5 seconds, which tells me that Cole will likely very easily be able to hang on to P3 after the contact. Joey gets a time penalty.
That's costly. Could be. But yeah, because he could have gotten past Dingers there. Or Eli.
Aiden still within striking distance of DeMayo for a top 5 position.
Yeah, Aiden closing on him.
Could maybe catch Garrison, but it's going to be close. Slurp has cut the gap to 1.9. It's under 2 seconds now.
I would say Banjo's playing with his food, but yeah, the battery is pretty close here.
There you see the gap between Banjo and Slurp.
I mean, what a run it would be I mean, Banjo's basically had open skies the whole race. Slurp's had to go through everything, and he's still back down to 2 seconds behind him by the end of this.
And Cheesy has just passed Aaron to get up in the points.
Well, how much
penalties
penalties
They both have time penalties, but I believe they're even. So no, Cheesy could recover
Cheesy has
for
6 seconds.
Ah, okay. Slurp using all the battery, Banjo doing the same.
DeMayo and Aiden have caught Garrison.
Here we go for 4th. DeMayo flying around the outside of the Williams. And Garrison will now have a very uphill battle to hold on to 5th, where he finished last week. And Aiden given the bump to him on exit and will easily take the spot. Garrison is going to come down pit road here.
It looked like Williams was going to take a commanding, after that pit strategy went their way, it looked like Williams was going to take a commanding
and now
constructors
Garrison's
lead.
probably going to finish 8th or 9th,
yeah.
I want to say.
Williams still probably going to lead the constructors, but, I mean, how about the Racing Bulls, though? 5th and I mean, they're the most
5th and
consistent
6th,
team this
doing
race.
a very nice job.
I mean, if you judge a team by their weakest link, that's the best
And
team
Eli
on
got
there.
them 10th place last week. I believe Chris finished 7th, I want to say. Racing Bulls showing up so far.
Yeah,
Meanwhile,
Chris
up
got
front,
8th.
coming to the white flag. The
Eli
gap
got
is
10th.
1.7 seconds. Slurp has used significantly more battery, however.
Aiden
There
finally
goes Aiden by
passed
DeMeo for
DeMeo.
4th.
Well, hold on here. Aiden is,
If Aiden, he has a shot at a podium.
yeah.
He needs 2.5 seconds to call. As Slurp has cut the gap to 1.4, 1.5. Coming to 1 lap to go. Can Slurp pull off a miracle and win this race in Jeddah?
Aiden's going to be under pressure from DeMeo, though. He has a big battery advantage. He's going to pass him.
Here goes DeMeo for 4th, back around him.
That might do it for him.
And Slurp with a time
Oh!
penalty! That's going to end the race right there. Slurp was closing, had a chance, but that's going to
He gave it his all.
kill his hopes. Not going to affect his race for 2nd. Banjo now doesn't have to worry. He can just cruise this final lap.
It's down to just, what, 1.5 seconds about for
1.3 now.
between Cole and Aiden. But this might be good, him being behind DeMeo. He's saving a bit of battery.
He still needs a 2nd, though.
Holy, yep. It's a tough spot.
There goes Aiden looking for P4 again. Not able to get it there. Up front, Slurp is within a 2nd, but is not going to matter. Banjo, a dominating start to the season. 2 poles, 2 wins in 2 races. Trusting Banjo wins in Jeddah. Aiden gets around DeMeo for P4. He would have gotten it regardless because of the penalty to the
Not going to
Ferrari.
be enough.
Cole comes home for 3rd. Aiden is going to miss it by 1 second and get P4. DeMeo with a top 5 finish. Here comes Chris to make Racing Bulls 4th and 6th tonight. Very good run for them. Garrison is going to finish 7th. Let's see if he's able to get fastest lap. I believe that was his goal here. And he will not get fastest lap. Here comes Eli and Joey. Looks like they're setting up for a photo finish, and who's going to get it? Joey steals P8 by 23 1,000ths of a second. And Cheesy looks like, is he going to be able to hold on for 10th? JV is within 3 seconds and is going to get it. Cheesy had 6 seconds of penalties, and he's going to fall all the way to 12th. So JB will be 10th, Boyd 11th, Cheesy 12th, Aaron 13th, Logan will be 14th, and Josh will come home in P15.
Unless Josh gets fastest lap here. Oh, no. Okay. Well, it's going to go to Cole. So, yeah, he'll get fastest lap earlier in the race. It's pretty early on. I think he got it. So.
We have some interesting interviews to get to. As Banjo celebrates 2 for 2 on the season. One last look at your results. Driver of the day goes to Slurp, 15th to P2. Cole does get fastest lap. Chris gets cleanest driver. Garrison missed that fastest lap on the last lap by about 0.2 of a second.
Good.
And where is Slurp? right, our podium is here. Can't believe that these are our top three finishers. Would have never seen it coming. Anyway, Potato,
Hey,
wanna
I started
take
15th.
take it away?
Yeah, so starting off P3 here for Cole. You were out front basically all race, but then that changed after that pit stop strategy incident with the safety car for Bama right in the middle of that cycle. So how was that reaction for you, and how did you recover? And then what happened there with that incident with Garrison?
It wasn't a pit cycle. I drove into the wall and lost my wing. I don't know if you guys missed that or not, but I probably. So
Oh,
yeah, yeah. What I'm just gonna. It was a pretty bad time safety car. I mean, as lucky as you
everybody
can
else
get
was
if you're a
getting out.
Williams
So
driver. But whatever. I still fought through it. Still thought I was the quickest car by a pretty decent margin the entire race. Got screwed. Safety car didn't help, but I drove into the wall myself, so that's on me. But after that, I mean, you know, whatever. I drove back up to third, or I guess yeah, third, behind the two Williams cars, and then one of them just happens to drop back a little bit, and then happens to hold us up a little bit, and then he kind of he finally figures out, oh, I'm going to get past. So he kind of just drives me into the wall and then gives me a penalty. Just completely missed the corner. I didn't brake. I don't really know. But it was definitely intentional because of the way he was driving the previous three laps. So, you know, um, whatever. I mean, if they want to, win a championship like that, then it's fine. So, it's definitely disappointing, but yeah.
we also after that got forced off, came back onto the track. Was that kind of just how the car
No, I
was,
was I was in no
the
control of my car.
trajectory?
I was in no
Okay,
control of my
okay.
car. Yeah, yeah.
Well, for your championship outlook, the same guys won the first two races. So how does that factor into the rest of your season? I mean,
I'm still
probably not good.
I'm pretty confident. I've been quicker than him in both races. I was very happy with my qualifying. I made a mistake, but I was, being less than a tenth off him at his best track. I mean, I'm gonna take that every day. And then I passed him pretty early on. Like I'm pretty confident in my pace. It's just I gotta get, stop making mistakes. I made two mistakes that have, lost me the race, and then, you get back in traffic, and the goons will get you. So, yeah, the rest of the season, I'm just not gonna let that happen.
Well, P3 here for Cole. Um, and then for P2, starting 15th all the way up to second.
Woo!
What a recovery drive. What happened there in qualifying, and how were you able to get through all those cars to finish P2 in the end?
uh, Qualifying was just caught lacking a little bit. I made a huge mistake hitting that really sharp turn wall, left hand turn wall on the inside. Pretty unfortunate, but obviously that set me back. The first few laps of the race were just terrible, absolutely awful. Dirty air behind all the goobers and goozits. Like it was rough. But once I got through that and like safety car reshuffled, I felt pretty damn fast compared to last race. And I think if I had a few more laps, or genuinely even one more lap, I could have gotten to Banjo and didn't get. And if I didn't get stuck behind Garrison and Cole shenanigans, I think I would have gotten to him by the end of the race. But unfortunate that I didn't. But I am very happy with my drive today. Driver of the day, obviously, best there is. I will happily take a P2 finish.
So how do you feel about your Red Bull team fighting for constructors? Probably lost some more points,
Eh,
but gained some back when Garrison had to pit there.
eh, I don't. We're gonna need a lot of things to go our way for Williams not to win the constructors, but I have. I think Joey can. If Joey, I mean, I think. Yeah, but overall, pretty good race from us. I think Joey finished P8, I believe. Not too bad. Maybe P7. Proud of him in some ways. I think he had to pit twice for some reason. I wasn't really paying attention, but
He was trying to get fastest lap, I think,
oh shoot. Okay.
without
Well,
one of his
well, he
wingers.
did.
I
With a
don't know what
broken
really
wing.
happened there.
Oh, okay. Well, he gives it his all, and that's what really matters. I give it my all, and that's just the point of Red Bull. That's what we're here to do. We're not here to wow the field. We're not here to be a back marker. We're just here to have fun. We're just here to compete and enjoy our time racing in the Formula Costco League.
Well, fun time here for Slurp and Jeddah. He gets a P2.
Sounds so
All right,
enthusiastic.
moving on to our winning statement from Banjo. He says, well, pretty much the night began with me being a qualifying merchant. Then I was yet again kind of slow in the actual race.
Yes,
I was again on a different preset than the other leaders. I then proceeded to get bailed 3 times. First called breaking his wing, second the immediate safety car after that. Then the Cole and Garrison incident bailed me. I don't know what happened between them, but Garrison said he got stuck on the curb, which dropped him back, and then they got into each other. Slurp ran me down in one more lap. He probably would have won. Another lucky-ish win. Eventually the luck will run out, so I have to be faster. That is Banjo's winning statement.
I suppose,
And
Chap.
with that, that is going to do it here from Jeddah. Another controversial race, but Banjo is 2 for 2 with poles and 2 for 2 for race wins this season. And we'll look to go 3 for 3 in both next week when we head to Spain for the Spanish Grand Prix. So we will see you guys in Spain next Tuesday night. Take it easy.